Welcome to my review of the 75383 LEGO Star Wars Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator. Released in the year 2024, this set comes with 640 pieces, 4 minifigures, and 1 build.
We'll start off with possibly the best minifigure in the set, Saw Gerrera. This is the 25th anniversary collectible minifigure included in the set. I think it's very cool we finally get him in a set. He comes in a dark green color scheme to match the movie, with his really cool cape and a staff for an accessory. He does have a double-sided head, with the front side being just a bit of an expressionless face, and the other side being a bit more angry. He does come with the 25th anniversary stand, which can connect with the rest of the anniversary figures. All around, I'll say he's a great figure and a 10 out of 10. The second minifigure we get in the set is Qui-Gon Jinn. I think he's a pretty great figure, with the one downside being the printing on the legs. He does come with two facial expressions, with the first being a bit of a smile, and the other being a bit more of a distraught, angry face. He does come with a cloth piece around his neck, and his iconic green lightsaber. All around, I'll give the figure an 8 out of 10. The third minifigure we get in the set is young Anakin Skywalker. The real only new thing here about the figure is the hairpiece, being the Harry Potter hairpiece in dark tan. He does come with two facial expressions, the first being a bit of a smile, with the other being a bit more of a scared face. All around, I'll give the figure 7 out of 10. Keys it a little bit more, just not much to the figure. The last minifigure we have here is Darth Maul. Okay, look. Why no pupils? He looks like a zombie. Bro, you know the figure is bad when the classic version is way better. Besides that, the figure is actually pretty great. He's got his black robes printed on his torso and legs, and comes with his double-bladed lightsaber. All around, I give the figure 8 out of 10. While I think the minifigure section in this set is great, it definitely could have benefited from having a 5th minifigure in either Watto, Padme, Jar Jar Binks, anyone. Now, the build for the actual Sith Infiltrator itself has a bit of a speed bump to it. I mean, come on, LEGO. It does have some practical use to it, though, which we'll get to in a little bit. I think one of the bad features on this is the landing gear. They just aren't long enough and put the set at a bit of an angle, and the back of the ship isn't even sitting flat. And if I push down on the back of the ship so where it sits flat on the surface, you can see how the landing gear are. Now, something I was doing is I would do this, and then I just have the landing gear like that, so it puts it at less of an angle. Obviously, that's a modification you can make to the set, which does put it at a less of a tilt when it's in its landing gear position. Hidden at the front are two spring-loaded missiles, which you can fire by pressing down these panels at the front, either one at a time, or pressing them both down to fire the missiles at the same time. Okay, well, that didn't work. The back of the ship looks pretty nice, being all tiled off. Just a smooth, sleek look. To access the cockpit, it is kind of a 3-step process. You first need to fold open this top latch, and then from there you can fold out the sides and fold open the back. And inside you will find Darth Maul's speeder. While it does seem a little bit small, it serves its purpose in the set. Now with Darth Maul on the speeder, you can put it back in the ship and have him pilot it. It sits in there quite snug. Then to close, you have to do the same process again. So you do that, and then you have to close the top last, or else it won't close, and I'll show you why. If you do it out of order, then these plates cannot close, as the stud has to go underneath the lip of the brick. I say the one bad thing about the cockpit is the mismatch in dark gray colors with the printed piece. They just don't blend well, as it's just in two different colors. Now we get to talk about Squidward's nose. I feel like the set shouldn't have done it this long. It should have been probably from like to here back instead of all the way back, starting all the way back here. But regardless, it does serve a good function. If we open this up, you will find the Sith probe droids inside. Inside of the space, it looks quite ugly, with a random mash of colors between the green, the pink, and the grays. The way they are released is a sort of bombing feature. If we lift up the ship and we pull back a certain lever, it drops all three at once. If you're curious, this is what it looks like on the underside. This 2x2 just slightly hangs over enough to keep the trapdoor in place. The main feature works, but with this rubber Technic piece here, you pull this back, and the rubber piece will set it back in place when it's done. The final thing I want to talk about are the wings. The wings are made of a mixture of wedge plates. So you can see this is what the ship looks like. Well, you can kind of see because the Squidward knows. This is what the ship looks like with the wings folded out. All around, I think the build of the Sith Infiltrator itself is an 8.5 out of 10. Just, it could have been way better. I think all around, $80. Should you buy this set? Probably not. While it is a great set, I would highly recommend you use some VIP points to get a discount or wait for it to go on sale. It just doesn't seem worth the full $80.
So that's my review of the 75383 LEGO Star Wars Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed. Subscribe to hit that notification bell so you don't miss that video. And until next time, bye.